Great comeback again by the Cavs tonight. Just fell a little short late in the game. They had a hard time making shots. And the dreaded, hasn't happened all year, dreaded second chance opportunities for the Raptors. Hurdle got several key rebounds in this game late. It killed the Cavs. Cavs had multiple possessions where they could have gone one and out. And they gave the Raptors multiple opportunities to score. Happy New Year. And then we had the missed call at the end. Siakam moved his feet on the sideline. It was clear. Luke Walton went crazy. JB went crazy after the game. Sam Merrill needs more minutes. Sam was great tonight. Happy New Year. I wish we could violate the rules tonight. I agree. I mean, in this game, the Cavs still aren't getting enough calls in this game. But screw Michigan, boy. Alabama. Ugh. Boy, Michigan teed that up for Bama. Big fourth down play, and away we go. Yeah, Michigan. Look, I can't stand Michigan. The cheating thing bothers me even more. Everybody just wants to forget that. I'm happy. I just don't like Michigan. So to see them win like that's very, very annoying to me. Big Ten is great. Everything else stinks. Another L with Mitchell back in the lineup. OB, Cato, Happy New Year. Mitchell had nothing to do with this loss. In fact, I agree with the one viewer. Merrill should have been playing more. First game since Mobley's injury that Jared Allen didn't play great. He played okay. Barnes had a lane violation before Mitchell. I agree. Sloppy refereeing again in this game. I saw several things in this game I thought were goofy in this game. There were some fouls I thought the Cavs didn't get. But again, unlike other games, Cavs missed open shots. Cavs missed some free throws late. And second chance boards. Jared Allen gave up way too many second chance boards that ended up in points for the Raptors. Merrill was cooking. He spread the floor. I agree with you. Okoro had a bad night shooting. Okoro's had better night shooting, Thrill Bill. Tonight was not one of those nights, though. LeVert played good. He did. LeVert's great. Team high in scoring again tonight. LB Browns, Happy New Year to you and your family. How did the Cavaliers lose to the Raptors? Well, they were down big in this game, but then the Cavs just kept picking away. Strus got hot and Merrill got hot. They started making threes. Mitchell made some threes. Next thing you know, the Cavs had the lead, and then the Cavs started missing shots. Okoro missed several shots. Mitchell missed some shots. And again, what killed the Cavs, I thought, though, was second chance points. There was two possessions in particular. Jared Allen got beat out by Hurdle for rebounding. Take JB's passport. Oh, boy, Thrill Bill. Happy New Year, Thrill Bill. I don't know about that. He's been doing better lately. Let's just call it like it is. Boy, Nexus, good to see you. Happy New Year to you, Nexus. I don't know about that either. Mitchell shot 8 out of 21. B. Cato thrilled with the new year. We need a next-level coach. I actually didn't see anything aside from Merrill need to play more. Because I agree with the room. I felt that in this game. The thing about Merrill, though, is the Raptors have huge size, and the Raptors' size is causing problems to the Cavs all night long. JB's a bum. Wow. Everybody hates JB tonight. Look, JB's done a great job getting wins from his team. You got to give the guy some credit. But everybody doesn't like him. Thank you, LB. That's coaching, though. I agree. Thrill Bill, I hear you. But I will say, I think JB down the stretch has done a really good job with this club. You're allowed to make mistakes here and there. It happens. It's like a player. A coach is allowed to make mistakes. Dean Wade had a bad night. I won't get into it too much, because I thought Dean Wade's had a much better year this year. Nexus, but tonight he did not play bad. Tonight Dean Wade did play bad. These losses are making me nervous. SD, I'm not nervous yet. Tonight was the night. Raptors homecoming for these new players. In fact, this game was going to be blown out, then quickly got his fourth foul. And I kind of slowed down the momentum. The Cavs actually got back at half. And from there, it was really a game. So I don't know. I don't really feel what you're feeling. That 5-point position killed us. Oh, it did, Brett. Killed all momentum. The play where Barnes got fouled by Mitchell, they called it I forget what the rules off the top of my head right now. But anyways, they called it one of those fouls that he had an open lane to the hole. I thought it was a fair call. Maybe a stretch, but it wasn't terrible. And away we go. And again, multiple possessions late. Allen couldn't get rebounds. They had to put in Tristan Thompson in rebounding situations because they couldn't get a rebound tonight. Rare bad game. Jared Allen's had a great run. I thought he played okay. Dean Wade, I know people mentioned he did not play well tonight. Strus got hot for 2 3-pointers, TMC 84. In fact, Strus hit a third 3-pointer, but I don't even think he stepped out of bounds. I thought that was a bad call. So he did get hot. Yes, he did. He got 2 shots, 2 threes. Thank you for pointing about that out to me. TMC, Happy New Year. Did watch the game, and he did hit 2 shots. JB is a developmental coach. Kellen, why did Michigan win? Corum made some big plays late. The big fourth down play was huge. Alabama offense is not typical Alabama explosive offense. And Michigan actually won the battle of the line. And boy, Alabama center had a rough time snapping the ball. Really rough time. That last play of the game, another low snap. Really, Michigan almost lost because of special teams. But Alabama's snapping, I thought the snapping really killed momentum. We play better without Mitchell. BK, I just don't agree. I can't even get into it tonight. I don't have the energy. Who do you want, Michigan or Washington? I'd rather see Washington win. I mean, not even close. We not worried about the Cavs yet. It's still Brown season. And Mark Karen, nice to see you. Happy New Year. Jared, I don't have a huge issue with JB, but I don't see him taking us a long distance. Jared, now that's a fair comment. That I can start to debate on. I do see that. But currently, he's actually having a good stretch coaching. I thought Stefanski had some moments over the last 2 years that drove me crazy, but he has had a huge growth and development this year. So I want to see if JB can do the same thing. I got to admit, this 3-week stretch where we haven't had no Garland, no Mobley, I thought JB's done a really good job. But they did lose 2 in a row tonight, so we'll see. What about the 3 Mitchell? Yes. Poor shot selection there. Mitchell does like to play hero ball, but I will say Mitchell will make some shots like that sometimes too. He missed them tonight. He's missed them more this year. Last year, he was about 50-50 of those shots. He's not making them this year. They are not getting better. It's on the coach. GW, the win at Chicago, the win at Dallas, I thought was actually in credit to what JB did at times. Now, if you want to get on JB tonight about not playing Sam Merrill enough, okay. But again, I thought tonight, the back-breaking things really, I saw missed open shots, which people don't get on Mitchell, fine. But the boxing out of Jared Allen late in these games reminds me of the Knicks. I mean, Hurdle got key rebounds. Michigan won, the Cavs lost. Hate starts the year. Fair. Good to see you, No Limit. Happy New Year. As a Buckeye fan, what a nightmare. Oh, I know. Not good. Not good. He passes on obvious coach's challenge. His coach's challenges he's not good at. I will agree with you there. Cato 222, Happy New Year to you. Steelers win, Michigan wins, Raptors win. I'm not happy yet, Cato. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Good to see you, girl. Happy New Year. B. Cato, Michigan will own Ohio State till the day. I'm starting to think maybe that is true. I thought Ryan Day, I won't go on another tirade. The Missouri game was an exhibition, so it's not worth going on another tirade. But Ryan Day's got a lot of pressure next year, obviously. He's got to win. Costas, Mitchell is not a point guard. Yes, tonight they got hurt because the Raptors play big. And because the Raptors play big, they couldn't play Porter, which I thought was a good decision by JB. The Raptors are so big with RJ Barrett that they had to sit Porter more than they wanted to. So because of that, Mitchell had to play a lot of point guard tonight. That was the reason why he played point guard. That wasn't a shameful decision. Send him to Detroit. Oh my gosh. GW. Happy New Year, brother. What are you looking forward to most in 2024? The Browns going to the Super Bowl. Jarrett, what else? Browns going to the Super Bowl. Man, I agree. Jeez. Cato, I agree with you. We will lose Spida if JB's the coach. Well, time will tell on that. I mean, I can't say that's a crazy thought because at times JB's driven me crazy. But again, I think he's had a 3 good. Again, I think he's done a really good job with these injuries. I'm just being fair. I'm so depressed about, Tristan, I know. And Michigan's probably going to win the national championship. I do think Michigan's going to win the national championship, and that drives me insane. I don't like how this cheating thing's forgotten. It drives me crazy. Because Garland turns the ball over like a 4th grader. Oh, my gosh. GW. Woo! Been on JB since last year. I hear you. I'm just defending the guys. I thought he's had a good 3 weeks. Both without Mitchell. Go figure. B. Cato, Happy New Year. Boy, you guys coming up. Boy, you guys are coming in hot. You guys are hungover hot. Do you see the Cavs beating Washington both times? Yes, I do. He is not an Eastern Conference coach. I'm not even sure what that means, GW. Trey Garland, I do not agree with you about that. Sam needs 25. I don't know about 25, 30 minutes. See, that's crazy, too. I think it's 20 to 25 for Sam Merrill. 25, 30 minutes is like a starter. I think Sam Merrill's in that 20, 25. And there's certain nights Sam can't play. And it's 10 minutes. Tonight, Sam was hitting shots. He needed to play more. Again, the problem in this game, GW, Raptors have huge size at guard. And if you play Merrill along with Porter a lot, you're going to get killed in certain moments defensively on the boards. I'm really starting not to be a fan of Mitchell. Well, I think that's very rough, guys. I think you're being way too tough on Mitchell. He was second leading scorer tonight. You guys were tough on LeVert last year. Look at the guy. Guys only do it every time LeVert plays, he's leading scorer. Andy, great name. I think it's easier to evaluate a coach in football than it is for a basketball team. Andy, yes and no. I think it's easy to evaluate a basketball coach, to be honest with you, but Happy New Year to you. Love your name. Jay Dizzle, you curse my kitty cats. Meow, meow. Enjoy the draft, Jay Dizzle. I love you, buddy. Do you think Flacco and Stefanski are lost long brothers? They might be. They have matching beards. What's going on with Elijah Moore's injury? It's very serious nexus. There's actually a report coming out from one of the doctors that he doesn't even think Elijah Moore should be playing again because of the injury that he got in that game with the Jets. So Elijah Moore put out a statement today. He is out of the hospital. Obviously, he's feeling better, but tough to say we're going to see Elijah Moore this year. I just hope the guy's healthy. I think Elijah Moore is a much different story than some of these other injuries. Meaning, I think Elijah Moore's health in the long term of his life is in play. Bye-bye, Bengals. Cato, couldn't say it better myself. I love Jay. Jay Dizzle's a nice man. I love you, Jay Dizzle, if you're a woman, nice man. Love you, but Bengals out of the playoffs at least makes 2024 better. Agree with you. Washington's the only team out of the four I can remotely tolerate. I agree with you about that, LB Browns. I agree with you about the Huskies. Eastern Conference Finals, says JW. We'll see about that. Why are you so negative? I don't know. Force them to go small. Steve Kerr perfected it. GW, what you're saying is not even proper. The reason why, I can't even get into it. The Warriors didn't even play small. They played small because they had smaller forwards that could play like a center. I don't even think you're on the same wavelength right now, GW. I love you. Happy New Year, but I can't even really get into it more than that. 15, Sam, I agree with you about that, Alchemy. I think 15 to 20 max. Get an AFC championship or Super Bowl brownie fan. Then you can flap your lips. Enjoy playing the third stringers, kitty cats. How intimidated are you by the Ravens? Not at all. None. Zero. The only team that worries me is actually no one. Take on the Bills. Take on definitely the Steelers. No problem with the Ravens. No problem with the Colts, Houston, Jacksonville. Even Kansas City. Kansas City on the road would be annoying. I hope the Browns win the Super Bowl. I honestly think they're a team of destiny. It feels that way. I trust and I agree with you. I hate JB, but I don't blame him for tonight's loss. I agree with you. See, there you go. Screw the Kentucky Bengals. Oh, boy. That's very fair, though. Damian, good to see you. I cannot watch Michigan win a natty. I can't. Oh, Damian, poor guy. Michigan's going to win that championship, though. Worried about Moore's health. I agree with you about that. My pronoun is him. Okay, Jay Dizzle. Just want to make sure. I hope Stefanski rests most of our starters against Cincy. Yes, LB Browns, I agree with you. It should be a preseason game, 1 or 2 series, and everybody takes a siesta, margaritas at halftime. Houston worries me with CJ. I agree with you about that, too. I'd much rather play. The perfect team to me is Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's very average. JB, gotta go. Will never win us an Eastern Conference Finals. Okay. GW, I get it. Some of those things you're saying, I think, are fair. Some of them are rough. He's having a good 3-week stretch. We're just not going to agree. Go Browns. I mean, Lamar is an MVP, no debate. It kills me saying that. You Brownies fans are insufferable lately. Jay Dizzle, you'll be all right. Shut up, Andy. Don't say that. I hate saying it. I hate saying it, but I think it's going to be a championship for Ann Arbor. Everyone beat Cincy this week. Yes, please win a playoff game. I'm seriously rooting for you. Jay Dizzle, that a boy. Jump on board that Browns bandwagon. Again, it's nothing like a mock draft in January. What's on the plane with a bunch of Michigan fans? Oh, crap. Oh, they're going to be cocky, playing that damn fight song. Screw the Bengal fans. They talked all of that crap, just not making it. Tristan, I like Jay Dizzle, but and I like Todd Hall. They're both Bengals fans, but I do agree with you. It's kind of fun watching the kitty cats go off into the sunset. Garrett or Watt? Garrett, all day long. How far do you honestly believe the Browns will go in the playoffs? They can go all the way if they make proper plays. They have to get some healthy players back. I will say I think a hidden key later in the playoffs will be Hopkins. Hopkins has got to come back. Bengals fans talk so much crap. Jared, they talk like a fan base that's won multiple championships. The Browns have at least won multiple NFL championships. The Bengals have not won anything. Bengals should have picked up Flacco, beat Cato. I'm glad they didn't. I agree with you. Anyone see Michigan directly run to the Bama sideline? Yes, they're a bunch of jerks. I can't stand Michigan. I can't stand how they're not considered cheaters. I can't stand the whole thing. Drives me crazy. I do think they were in the national championship. How worried are you regarding Miami's receivers? Not worried at all. Other than, Tyreek Hill's a wonderful receiver. He's very, very good. Miami doesn't bother me at all. I think Miami is very beatable. Huskies just scored. Yeah, I think the Huskies are for real. I like Penix a lot. He's got a great story. Guy's been injured his whole career, finally getting a chance to win the national championship. Glad he's not playing for Indiana. Love the content, M. Tony. Love you, buddy. Good to see you, brother. Andy Davis, are we really thinking that Delpit and Ogbo? I don't think Ogbo is coming back. Delpit, yes. But it's probably not until the divisional round. It's not for a while. I was rooting for Alabama and got crap for it. Roll Tide! It was kind of funny watching them lose, though. But I can't stand Michigan. I think Ogbo will be back for the playoffs. Damian, I think that's wishful thinking. I think his injuries are really serious. But we'll see. I mean, you never know. They're holding out hope. But he's trying to get third or fourth opinions just to come back. Delpit's injury is pretty straightforward. He's had surgery. He's just got to recover. Should have kept DPJ. Yes, B. Cato. I said that the time of the trade. I agree with you. Everybody kept bitching and complaining about the trade. But other trades, that trade was stupid. DPJ could really come in handy right now. Oh, it drives me crazy. Is Hopkins healthy? Currently, no. He's got a hamstring problem. Still in the game. I hope Washington wins it all. I agree with you about that. Do you think Stefanski will dance in the locker room? I think he'll stand on his head if the Browns win it all. We'll definitely need Hopkins. I think at some point, it'll be Browns. I was looking at the stats. The Browns have one of the most highest ends, meaning Browns rely on field goals to win games. They're one of the higher ranked teams that rely on field goals to win games throughout the year. They need Hopkins later in the playoffs, I'm telling you. Hopkins is going to be big. Need him back. PJ Walker, big game coming Sunday. We'll see. Pick up Landry. Well, at this point, you might want to wake him up. Honestly, at this point, why not? I wasn't thinking that until Elijah Moore, but Elijah Moore's injury, you got to do something. I'd like to see Watkins could play. Rooting for Washington, I agree with you. Who do we get for DPJ? I believe it's like a 5th or 6th round pick, Tony. He doesn't even play for Detroit. He's on the bench. B. Cato, it doesn't matter. The Browns could use him. Again, I'll just leave it there. DPJ could have helped the Browns. How impressed are you by Mason Rudolph lately? Is it fair or shameful to say I don't really give a fuck about Mason Rudolph? Happy New Year. Love you, Jared, but I don't care about Mason Rudolph. I'm not impressed by anything that guy does. I will never forget what he said to Myles Garrett. I respect B more, but we have to go through them to make it special. We'll see. I mean, just make the Super Bowl. 5th-round pick, Jar versus Landry's a good idea. Yes, Landry. Andy's weekly arguments would be Gato. Join me now here with B. Cato and I as we argue about dogs and cats and which way should we turn, left or right. Do you think the Bills will make it? Yes, I do. I think the Bills and sadly the Steelers, which is annoying. Bring back the juice. It'd be fun to see him here. That's classic. Can't stand Rudolph. He's awful. I mean, LB Browns cannot stand him. Could give a fuck about Mason Rudolph. Guy said terrible stuff to Myles Garrett. I do not like him. Yes, exactly. Guardians' biggest move this offseason is bringing back Ben Gamble. Remember, Damien, when we first started doing shows and Ben Gamble's our starting center fielder? They have a lot of young players. Steelers fans still think Mason Rudolph is Big Ben. Yeah, that. Steelers are annoying. I'm telling you, and they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs, and it's going to be so annoying. I miss Franklin. I do, too. I listened to him a little bit. I really miss Les Levine. I like Les Levine a lot. I don't know why anyone assumes what Rudolph said. Like there's no proof. Oh, sure there is. I don't agree with you about that, Blake. Good to see you. Happy New Year. He was on Ninja Times. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I liked when Les Levine did a show on Sports Channel and he used to get angry with the callers. That's how back I go. Les Levine used to do this call-in show and poor guy just used to lose his mind. Have a good night, Cameron. Good to see you. Happy New Year. What have you seen C.J. Stroud this year? I think C.J. Stroud played great at Ohio State. It's carried over to the pros. I am not surprised. I think the kid's a very special talent. It's too bad that Ohio State did not maximize his talent to win a national championship because he was that good. I felt the same way, too, about Justin Fields. Justin Fields, I know he's not as good in the pros. Fields was a great college quarterback. Should have won a national championship, one of those guys. B. Cato needs to join your live as a guest. OLB Browns, can you imagine the sponsor opportunities? Is Jeff Driscoll going to start over PJ? I hope not. What do you think is going to happen? I think it's going to be a freshman or some sort of transfer portal. I mean, I went off about the quarterback situation for the Buckeyes. You cannot play Brown or Lincoln. Why else would Myles do that? I agree with you, Alchemy Tudos. Why would he ever lie about something like that? I agree with you. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Maybe a hot take, but I think I'd rather see the Browns head to Jacksonville. I agree with you about that. Thoughts on Chubb being obsessed with Batman? I am too. I am Batman. PJ Walker going to lead a game-winning drives? Yes. Not a hot take, Henry. I think Jarrett, we're getting tired of questions. My stepdaughter in the background's laughing at some of these Batman-type questions. So with that in mind, for Jay Dizzle, Cavs with a tough loss tonight. Have a good night. Let's watch the Washington UW game. Happy New Year, everybody. Take a day off. Take a nappy poo. See you for Washington Cavs on Wednesday.